everybody? Scooty007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 8-7 Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the 8-7 Atlanta Braves. This is game one of a three-game series between the Dodgers and the Braves, and here is the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off, the shortstop, Rafael Foucault. Batting second, the right fielder, Matt Kemp. Batting third, the left fielder, Andre Ethier. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the second baseman, Jeff Kent. Batting fifth, the first baseman, James Loney. Batting sixth, the catcher, Russell Martin. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Andruw Jones. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Nomar Garciaparra. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Derek Lowe. On the mound for the Braves, it is Jeff Bennett. Bennett will come into the game with a 4.50 ERA. He's got one win and one loss. He's pitched 8 innings, allowed 9 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. We're here at Turner Field, which gives a -1 to strikeouts and a +2 to walks, and nothing to home runs. And the home plate umpire is ready to go as he dusts off home plate, and Rafael Foucault will step up. He's batting a .305, and here is the pitch. And we're underway. 3-4, column 3, row 4, and that's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 through 6, that is a 9. The 9 is too high. 1-4, column 1, row 4, that is going to be a fly ball out. Bennett is a right-handed pitcher. Rafael is batting left today because of that, so it's going to be a fly out there to Francoeur. Oh, I'm sorry. That's left. He's batting right. I reversed it. That is a double out there to Francoeur on that, and with that, he is on with a double. I got my calls mixed up on that one, dear viewers. Anyway, let's take a look at the starting defense for the Atlanta Braves. Blanco will be out there in left field. Coste is playing center. Francoeur out there in right field. Going around the horn, we got Jones. Chipper Jones is on third. Escobar is playing short. Johnson's on second. Teixeira's on first. McCann behind the plate. And Bennett is on the mound. Matt Kemp batting a .290. Strategy roll is a 4. Infield at normal depth. And here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 10. Remember, we add 2 to that range check there. So that's going to be on a 1 to 10. That's a 1, and that's going to be good for a walk. And with that, the Dodgers have runners on first and second. Andre Ethier will come up. He's batting a .388. Strategy roll is a 14. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a double star. Now, in the actual game, you'll take a D6, roll it off of the pitcher's card. In this case, we're just going to RNG it. And with that, it is a fly ball out there to Coste. And Coste will make the catch and 1 away. And with that, Rafael will get the hold sign. He'll hold at second. So with 1 out and runners on first and second, that's going to bring up Jeff Kent. Kent batting at .235. Strategy roll is an 8. And here is the pitch. Dodgers holding off on strategy. 3-5. column 3, row 5, that is at the ballpark. Anytime you roll and you roll the at symbol, we go to the ballpark card. All 30 teams have a ballpark card. And with that, we're going to go to Turner Field for this play. So we'll roll off the play for Turner Field, and that's going to be a 5-6. Column 5, row 6. That is a double out there in the center field. That's going to drop behind Coste. 1 run will score. Kemp will go to third. He'll get the hold sign, though. Base run rating, and here's how we check that. On a roll to a D8, on a double from first to home, that's going to get a +1. It's going to get a -1 because of the arm for Coste. So that's where the 4 comes in. If roll is less than or equal to, base run rating is a 4, we take a look at the red die there, and that's going to be a 5. And already it's going to be high, so otherwise he'll get the stop sign. Dodgers are on the board, 1-0. James Loney is up. He's batting a .291 with 1 out and runners on second and third. Strategy rolls a 13. The Dodgers standing pat on strategy. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-6. Column 6, row 6. That is a blank. We roll off of the batter's card now. 1-2. Column 1, row 2. And that's going to be a double star 6. It's going to be a flying ball to Coste. And with that, that is an out. However, it's a roll of a D6 if less than the SF rating. The sacrifice rating is a 2. We have a runner on third. We're going to roll for the sacrifice fly on that and less than 2 outs. Is less than the rating of the batter the runner scores. We'll show the SF fly chart. And with that, it is a 5. However, we do score it. And with that, Kent will hold at second. And I kind of did that backwards, but still, Kent will score. It's an RBI on a sacrifice fly, and that's going to bring up Russell Martin. Martin batting a .382 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Strategy rolls a 5. Dodgers standing pat. And here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That's going to be a wild pitch. Now, on a wild pitch, on a 1 to 8, it's going to be a wild pitch. On a 9 or 10, it's a passed ball. That is an 8. That's going to be a wild pitch. And with that, Kemp will go to third on that wild pitch. Here's the play for Russell. 1-6, column 1, row 6. And that's going to be a single out there in the right field. Blanco can't get it as the ball will drop down in front of him. And the Dodgers, 3-0 right now in the top half of the first inning. And that's going to bring up Andruw Jones. Jones batting a 140. Strategy rolls a 12 with 2 outs. And here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a blank. We're going to roll off Andrew's card. And the reason for that being a blank is we look at Andrew's card. He's a right-handed batter. We look to the right-handed side of that slash. 1-3, column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a double star 1. It's a ground ball to Johnson. He'll make the catch and retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the first. And here's the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off, the second baseman, Kelly Johnson. Batting second, the shortstop, Yunel Escobar. Batting third, the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Batting fourth, the first baseman in the cleanup position, Mark Teixeira. Batting fifth, the catcher, Brian McCann. Batting sixth, The right fielder, Jeff Francoeur, batting 7th. The center fielder, Mark Coste, batting 8th. The left fielder, Gregor Blanco, and batting 9th, the pitcher, Jeff Bennett. On the mound for the Dodgers, it's Derek Lowe. Lowe's got a 3.85 ERA, 1 win, 2 losses. He's pitched 18 innings, 18 and 2/3 innings, allowed 18 hits, 16 strikeouts, and 5 walks. And with that, Kelly Johnson is ready to go. He's batting a 288, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-5. Column 5, row 5, that's going to be a blank. And Johnson, 3-3. Column 3, row 3, double star 6. It's a fly ball out there to Jones. Jones will make the catch and put one away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Los Angeles Dodgers. We've got Ether out there in left field. Jones will be in center. Kemp at right field. Going around the horn, we've got Garcia Pia at third. Foucault at shortstop. Kent is on second. Lonely at first. Behind the plate, it's Martin. And Lowe is on the mound. Yuno Escobar batting a 358. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-1. Column 3, row 1. That's going to be a walk on a 1-16. That's going to be a 13. We add 2, remember, to that range. And that's going to be good for a walk. So the Braves get a guy on, and that's going to bring up Chipper Jones. Jones is batting a 333. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls a 4. Braves standing pat on strategy, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be 3-5. Column 3, row 5. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be 3-3. Column 3, row 3. And that's going to be a power hit to Kemp. So what we'll do is on a power hit, we roll 1d6. And we'll take a look at the RH question mark line. And that is a 16. And that's going to be a fly ball out. Kemp will go back to the wall, makes the catch, and puts 2 away. Mark Teixeira is up. Teixeira batting a 259. Strategy rolls a 2, and here is the pitch. That'll be 3-6. Column 3, row 6. That's going to be a walk on a 1-14. That's going to be a 10, and that's going to be another walk. So that's the second walk of the game for Derek Lowe, and that's going to bring up Brian McCann. McCann batting a 288. Strategy roll 15, and here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 2-5, column 2, row 5. And that's going to be a line drive to Garcia Pia, who will make the catch. Throw it over to Loney. And retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Braves after 1. Dodgers 3, Braves nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Normal Garcia Pia, Derek Lowe, and Rafael Foucault due up for the Dodgers. Garcia Pia, first time we're seeing him. Let's take a look at his stats. How did he do in the actual season? Well, he's played in 4 games so far and had 5 at-bats. No runs and no RBIs just yet for him in the replay. In the actual season, he had 55 games, 163 at-bats, 24 runs, 28 RBIs, 8 home runs, and 1 stolen base. And here is the pitch to Garcia Pia. And that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a line drive to Johnson. Johnson's error range is a 6. Ball caught. Error only if runners are on in less than 2 outs. It's a throwing error. trying to double off the runner. Otherwise, it's just a line out. If no error, then double up the closest base runner to position. So with that, if runners are on, error only if runners are on. We have no runners on, so it is a no error situation in there. And that's going to be out number 1. Derek Lowe is up. Lowe, 4 games and 5 at-bats. No average just yet, but here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-5. Column 4, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-15. That's a 14. Struck him out. So 2 up and 2 down, and we go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault is up. He's 1 for 1 today with a double and a run scored. He doubled off of his last time up. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-6. Column 4, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. 13 too high. 1-1. Column 1, row 1. And yet again, that's going to be another double for Rafael Foucault. So Foucault is on with that's his second double of the game. Matt Kemp is up. Kemp with a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll is an 8 with 2 outs and a runner on second. And here's the pitch. 2-2. Column 2, row 2. Strikeout on a 1-11. 17 too high. Does not strike him out. Strategy roll is an 8, by the way. The Dodgers holding off 4-5. Column 4, row 5. And that's going to be a double star 4. It's a ground ball to Escobar. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the second. It is Jeff Francoeur, Mark Coste, and Gregor Blanco due up for the Braves. Jeff Francoeur, he's batting a .246, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-4. Column 3, row 4. And that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-8. The 19 is too high. 4-4. Column 4, row 4. And that's going to be good for a base hit past the shortstop. And with that, Francoeur is on with a single. So, strategy roll is a 3 as Mark Coste will come up. Coste batting a .269, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 3, by the way. The Braves holding off. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's going to be a range play. Now, the range play is going to be the first number in the outfielder's set of numbers that you see there. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's a fly ball out there to Kemp. Kemp's range is on a 1-3. That is a 3. He'll make the catch. And he had to go running for that ball, but makes the diving catch and puts one away. Gregor Blanco is up. Blanco batting a .300. Strategy roll is a 6 with the infield still at double play depth. And here's the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 6. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-10. That is a 5. Struck him out. And that is 2 away. And with that, Jeff Bennett is up. The pitcher, Bennett. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 16, by the way. 1-3, column 1, row 3. And that's going to be a walk on a 1-11. That's going to be a 3. And they'll walk Bennett. So with a walk, we go to the top of the order. Kelly Johnson is up. He's 0 for 1 today, top of the order. And here is the pitch. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Strategy rolls a 1. The pitch. 5-4. Column 5, row 4, and that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-11. That is a 10. Struck him out. So no run. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Dodgers for the Braves. Sorry, wrong team. After 2, it's Dodgers 3, Braves nothing. We go to the top of the third. It is Andre Ethier, Jeff Kent, and James Loney due up for the Dodgers. Andre Ethier, who's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Turner Field. Here's the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1, and that's going to be good for a base hit past Coste. And he hit a single out there in the center field. Coste has to come in for it, and it'll plop right down in front of him. And next up, it's going to be Jeff Kent. Kent is 1 for 1 with a double, a run, and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 16, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-8. The 13 is too high. So we'll roll for Kent on a 1-6, column 1, row 6. Fly ball out there to Coste. And that's going to be out number 1, and that's going to bring up James Loney. Loney with an RBI. Strategy roll is a 4, and here's the pitch. He had that sacrifice fly back in the first inning. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. The 14 is too high. Now, we treat that as a strikeout for right now because Jeff Bennett has not faced his allowed number of batters yet. He can face 9 more before he's considered tired. Once he reaches that number, once that 9 reaches 0, that first number up there in his start rating, where it's 9/1, then he'll be considered tired. And anytime we roll the W, the double question mark, or the S1 in brackets, he'll get pulled from the game. The only one right now that we do worry about when we do roll it is going to be the double question mark. So with that, the strikeout is too high. We're going to roll on Loney now. 2-2, column 2, row 2, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Bennett. And that is going to be on a fielder's choice. The pivot out there is going to be Escobar, and here's how we resolve the double play. We take a look at the double play rating of the batter. That's going to be a 3. We add the pitcher, and the pitcher is going to be 0. Escobar is going to be a 1, so that's where we get the 3. It's roll versus hitter's ground double play plus pitcher plus the pivot on that. So we'll take a look at the pivot table here. On a G1, the pivot's going to be Escobar, and with that, Ethier will get forced out at second. Now, the roll is high. So, if roll is greater than the base run rating and runner on first, he's forced out at second. And with that, Loney is on. So, it's going to be on a fielder's choice. Two outs, and that's going to bring up Russell Martin. Martin is 1 for 1 today with an RBI. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a strikeout on a 1-6. The 9 is too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Blanco. And that will retire the side. He'll make the catch. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 1 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the third. It's going to be Escobar, Chipper Jones, and Mark Teixeira due up for the Braves. Junior Escobar with a walk walked his last time up, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we add 10 to that range. We minus 1 from that range due to Turner Field. So we're adding 9 to Escobar's strikeout range, and that's going to be on a 1 to 16. The 17, too high by 1. And that is going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. And that's going to be good for a base hit past second base. So Escobar hits that one in the hole. Kent can't get to it in time. And the Braves have a runner on. Chipper Jones is up. He's 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 6. And here is the pitch. By the way, infield's at double play depth. 3-4. Column 3, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 7. The 12 is too high. 3-6. Column 3, row 6. And that's going to be a line drive to Garcia Pia. No double play there. We're going to roll for a line-out double play. And on 5th, since it's an L5, we'll roll 1d6. It is a 5 and no double play. So, 1 out, and that's going to bring up Mark Teixeira. On a roll of a 20, it is a pickoff attempt. And Derek Lowe will pick off on a 1 through 2. Anytime you roll a 20 on the strategy die, it is a pickoff attempt. And 17 is too high. So Teixeira, here's the pitch. And that's going to be 4-4. Column 4, row 4. And that's going to be a blank. 6-2. Column 6, row 2. Power hit to ether. On a 16, that's going to be a fly ball out. That's going to be a fly out. Ether goes back to the wall and makes the catch. Literally jumping up almost into the stands to rob that out, to get that catch. And he does. It's 2 outs and a runner on first, and that's going to bring up Brian McCann. McCann is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a blank. And that's going to be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. And that's going to be a double star 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to short. Foucault will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on after 3. It's Dodgers 3, Braves nothing. We go to the top of the 4th. It is Andruw Jones, Garcia Pia, and Derek Lowe due up. Jones is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Turner Field. 5-4, column 5, row 4. Power hit to Francoeur. And that's going to be a 13. On a 13, on a 9 through 15, that is a 3-base hit up the alley. That's a triple for Andruw Jones, the first triple of the game. It'll bounce off the wall, and Francoeur going to go catch it. Catches it, throws it back, and by the time he throws it back in, Jones is on third. Bullpen for the Braves is warming up right now as we speak. There is action over there. Garcia Pia's up. He's 0 for 1 he's 0 for 1 right now. Strategy rolls a 13. Infield normal depth. Here's the pitch to Garciaparra. And that's going to be a 4-1. Column 4, row 1. That's a strikeout on a 1-2. The 7 is too high. 6-4, column 6, row 4. It's a ground ball to Escobar. And are they going to score Jones? Yes, Jones will score. And are they going to try for the auto out? No. So with that on the fielders, if runner hits for home, roll 1d6. If higher than BR, out. Otherwise safe. So Jones's BR is a 1. The die roll is Jones's base run rating is a 4. The die roll is a 1. That's going to be on a fielder's choice. Jones will score. It's 4-0. Garciaparra will be out at first. Actually, no. Garciaparra is on. He couldn't get to it in time. And with that, so Garciaparra is on by fielder's choice. So with that, we have a runner on first. Strategy rolls a 16 infield. Going to bring the corners in. Derek Lowe is up. We have a sacrifice play. Strategy rolls a 16. And how do we get that? Well, let's take a look here at the bunting chart down here in the right-hand corner of all of this, where most of the charts pop up. Bunt rating of a 4. Lowe has a bunt rating of a 4. So we'll come over to pitcher, PIT. On a roll of a 12-19, it's going to be a bunt. So 16, that's going to be a bunt. It's going to be a sac play. And here is the pitch. No outs, by the way, and a runner on first. They are bringing the corners in. 3-2. Column 3, row 2. That's going to be a blank. And it's a successful sac bunt. So with that, we just clicked the bunt there. Who do we bunt it to? We bunted it back to the catcher. And we'll roll for that. It is a good bunt on a 1-14. So 1 out, and Garciaparra will go to second. We go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault is up. He's 2 for 2 today with 2 doubles and a run scored. Strategy rolls a 13. And here's the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a possible error. 3-3, column 3, row 3. Fly ball to Coste. And Coste's error range is a 0. That's going to be 11. No error there. Doesn't make any error on the play. And that's going to be out number 2. And Garciaparra will hold at second.
Everybody clap your hands.
So 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Matt Kemp. Kemp is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 10. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Turner Field. And that's going to be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Teixeira, who will make the catch and retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's going to be Jeff Francoeur, Mark Coste, and Gregor Blanco due up for the Dodgers. Here's the pitch to Jeff Francoeur. He's 1 for 1 today. And that's going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6, on a walk, on a 1-9. That is an 8 in range, and that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, we now roll, and that's going to be a hit and run. How do we get, how do we get the hit and run? Well, hit and run is +2 from the ATT plus held. The ATT rating is an H, so with that, it becomes a hit and run. Anytime you have a player, a base runner on that has an H, in their ATT column, they can do a hit and run. If they have the letter N, they can never do hit and runs. All right, they cannot do hit and runs. And if it's a number, they can do hit and runs. So H and numbers can do hit and runs. If they have an N, they can't do anything. Mark Kostay is going to be up. The infield going to come in for the hit and run. And here's how we do a hit and run. All ground double play ratings will get a -2. Base run ratings will get a +2. All home run and walk rates for the batter are cut in half. We round those down. Lineouts are considered double play. Now, if Kostay strikes out, we'll resume the play as a steal. Kostay is 0 for 1, and that's going to be a 3-1. Column 3, row 1. That is going to be a walk on a 1 to 6. That's a 7. 7 is too high. 3-4. Column 3, row 4. And that is going to be a double out there to Ether. Francoeur will go to third. Does he get the wave around to come home? His base run rating is a 5. We'll take a look at the red die. That is a 4. And remember, if the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, he'll advance home. He's waved around home, and the Dodgers, and the Braves finally get on the board. It's 4-1. And next up, that's going to be Gregor Blanco. Blanco is 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Strategy roll is a 7. Runner on second with no outs, and that's going to be a 4-2. Column 4, row 2. That's going to be a blank. Over to Blanco. 3-6. Column 3, row 6. And that's going to be a base hit to Kemp. And with that, Kostay on third. Does he get waved around? So we have a 1. We're going to check that second die roll in just a second here. But on a roll of a 1, we do check the second die. And the base runners will get a +1. Well, Kostay will get a +1 from second to home on that. The lead runner does advance on both of these. So Kostay will score. And the lead is cut in half. The lead runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the base run, he'll advance. Otherwise, if roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, no adjustments, the trailing runner advances on the throw. That is a 4. That is a 2. And with that, Blanco will take second. No outs. It's 4-2 Dodgers still. Jeff Bennett is up. We're going to have a sacrifice play coming up here. He's going to bunt it, and that's going to be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. And bunted hard, proceed as you would with a ground double play. So it's a double play bunt on a 3-19. And that's going to be a double play. It's a double play out. Blanco out at third. Bennett out on first on the double play. And with that, that would have been... He bunted it to third. So it is a 5-2. No, it's a 5... It is the rare 5-3 double play. With that. So 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and none left on after 4. It's Dodgers 4, Braves 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's Andre Ether, Jeff Kent, and James Loney due up for the Dodgers. Andre Ether is 1 for 2 today, and here's the pitch. Bennett staying on. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That is a strikeout on a 1-7. The 15 is too high. 1-1, column 1, row 1, and that's going to be a ground ball to Escobar. And that's going to be out number 1. Bennett can face one more batter before he's considered tired. Jeff Kent up. Kent is 1 for 2 with a double, a run, and an RBI. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a range play. Bullpen, action in the Braves bullpen as we speak. 3-5, column 3, row 5. It's a ground ball to Jones. Jones's range is on a 1-3. That is a 6. That's going to be good for a single. He can't get it. And with that, Kent is on with a base hit. They're going to give Bennett one more. So the skipper in the Braves bullpen, in the Braves dugout, holds up a 1. He'll have one more chance. If he gets the out, he can stay. If he gives up a base hit, he's going to come out. Loney is up. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Strategy roll is an 8. Infield normal depth, 1-1. Column 1, row 1, and that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. That is a 2. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Russell Martin. Martin is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Strategy roll is a 14, and here is the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Home run chance on a 0. The 14 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Jones. And with that, Kent will go to second, and here comes the skipper. And with that, the Braves go to their bullpen, and they are going to bring in, let's see where we're at in the lineup. We're pretty high up in the lineup. They're going to bring in Jorge Campanello. That is his card. So Jorge will come in. He comes in with a 1.50 ERA. He's got 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 6 innings, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Let's take a look at the stats here real quick for Jeff Bennett. Bennett went 4 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 5.67. And still responsible for the 2 runners on with 2 outs. Andruw Jones is up, and here is the pitch. Jones is 1 for 2 today with a triple. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-16. That is a 10. Struck him out. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's Junior Escobar, Chipper Jones, and Mark Teixeira due up for the Braves. Escobar 1 for 1 today with a walk. Derek Lowe can face 6 more batters before he's considered tired. And here's the pitch to Escobar. 2-6, column 2, row 6. And that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. The 9 is too high. And that's going to be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. It's a fly ball out there to Jones. And that's going to be out number 1. 1 away, and Chipper Jones is up. He's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Bullpen for the Dodgers is warming up. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-7. The 9 is too high. And that's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. It's a ground ball to Foucault. And that's going to be out number 2. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Mark Teixeira. Teixeira is 0 for 1 with a walk. And here's the pitch. 1-2, column 1, row 2, and that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-8. The 9 is too high. And that's going to be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's going to be a pump up to Kent, and that's going to be out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Dodgers retire the Braves in order. It's 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across the board there. After 5, it's Dodgers 4, Braves 2. We go to the top of the 6. It's Garcia Pia, Derek Lowe, and Rafael Foucault due up for the Dodgers. Garcia Pia is 0 for 2 today with an RBI, and here's the pitch. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a range play. And that's going to be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. Fly ball out there to Francoeur. Francoeur's range is on a 1-3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. And puts 1 away. Derek Lowe is up, the pitcher. What do we do with Lowe? Let's take a look at the stats here. He can face 3 more batters. Do we want to have him face off against Campbell? They are going to leave him in for 1 more. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a walk on a 1-7. The 18 is too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. And that's going to be a double star 1. It's a fly ball out there to Blanco. And that's going to be out number 2. And we go to the top of the order. Rafael Foucault, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles and a run scored. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-6. 6-4, sorry. Column 6, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. The 7 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1, and that's going to be good for a base hit out there in the center field. And with that, Foucault is on with a base hit. Matt Kemp is up. Kemp is 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 6. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-3. Column 5, row 3. That's going to be a blank. And that's going to be a 2-4. Column 2, row 4. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Blanco, who will make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. And 1 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Brian McCann, Jeff Francoeur, and Mark Coste due up. Bullpen for the Dodgers is getting a little bit more active right now as Brian McCann will come up. He's 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Skipper in the Dodgers bullpen flashes the number 2, meaning that Lowe will at least face 2 more batters in this inning. And that's going to be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. The 13 is too high. And that's going to be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Kemp. Out number 1. Jeff Francoeur is up. He's 1 for 1 today with a walk and a run scored. And here's the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is going to be a walk on a 1-9. Remember, we add 2 to that range. The 11 is too high. And that is going to be a 4-5, column 4, row 5, power hit to Ether. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be good for a double. And with that, the skipper will come out and pull the ball away from Derek Lowe. All right, and with that, Kostay is up, but we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Dodgers. So with that, the Dodgers left, right. They're also going to go for a little bit of length here. And they're going to bring in Hung Chin Kyo. That is his card. He does come into the game with a special K rating. Comes into the game with an ERA of a 3.75. He's got 2 wins and no losses. He's pitched 12 innings, 11 hits, 17 strikeouts, and 5 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Derek Lowe. Lowe went 5 1/3 of an inning. He had 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.75. So with that, with 1 out and a runner on second, he's going to face off against Mark Kostay. Now, Kyohei has a special K rating. We're going to talk about that in just a second. Strategy roll is a 10, by the way. I'll explain special K in just a second here. 2-2. Column 2, row 2. That's going to be a range play. Now, the first thing we do is we check for the special K rating. On a 1 to 5, the 17 is too high, so the range check will go through on a 1-6. Column 1, row 6, it's a line drive to the shortstop to Foucault. Foucault's range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. And no double play there. So on an L6, it's either first or second. First base would be a 1. Second base would be a 2 through 3. So 2 outs and a runner on second, and that's going to bring up Jorge Blanco. Blanco is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and an RBI. And here's the pitch. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 4. Braves holding off 2-1. Column 2, row 1. And that is going to be a strikeout plus. Now remember, we add 10 minus 1. We add 9. That is a 20. That is a 9. Struck him out looking. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, it's Dodgers 4, Braves 2. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Andre Ether, Jeff Kent, and James Looney due up. Heart of the order for the Dodgers. Andre Ether, 1 for 3. They're going to keep Jorge in for 1 more inning at least. All right, here's the pitch to Ether. Ether is 1 for 3. And that's going to be a 6-3. Column 6, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 14. 17 too high. 6-4. Column 6, row 4. There's a fly ball out there to Kostay. And that is going to be out number 1. Jeff Kent is up. Kent is 2 for 3 today with a double, a run, and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6. Sorry, 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a blank. I'm looking on the wrong card here. 6-5, column 6, row 5. And that's going to be a line drive to Jones. So Chipper Jones will make the catch, throw it over to Teixeira for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down, and that's going to bring up James Looney. Looney is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI. And here's the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1, and that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-6. That is a 2. Struck him out. And Sing, take me out to the ball game. And so no runs, no hits, no errors as the Braves retired the Dodgers in order. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It is Jorge Campbell, Kelly Johnson, and Yunel Escobar due up for the Braves. And with that, Keogh is going to stay on for one more inning. However, they are going to bring in a pinch hitter for Jorge. They're not going to allow him to take the hit. And that's going to bring in Ruben Gote. Gote will come in. And the Dodgers not making any changes to their defense just yet. And with that, Ruben Gote batting a 143. And here is the pitch. Oh! Before we resume that pitch, let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 innings had been played here in Atlanta. Dodgers came out strong, scoring 3 runs in the first. They scored a run in the fourth. They've been scoreless since. 4 runs on 9 hits with no errors. The Braves scored 2 runs in the fourth to cut the lead down in half. It's 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors. Bottom of the 7th, I should say, Gote. That's going to be a 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is going to be a blank. Remember, we do have the special K to worry about, and that is a 12 outside of the range. 4-6, column 4, row 6, and that's going to be a line drive to Kent. And out number 1. We go to the top of the order, Kelly Johnson, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout plus. On a 17, remember we're adding 9 to that range. That is a 13. Struck him out looking. So 2 up and 2 down, and that's going to bring up Yunel Escobar. Escobar is 1 for 2 today with a walk. And here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Turner Field for this play. And that's going to be a 6 that is slightly outside of the range. 3-2, column 3, row 2. And that's going to be a ground ball to Kent. And that is out number 3. As the Dodgers retire the Braves in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors after 7. It's Dodgers 4. Braves 2. So with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Braves, and that is going to be they're going to bring in Julian Travers. Travers will come in. That is his card. He'll come into the game with a 2.25 ERA. He's got 1 win and 1 loss. He's pitched 4 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Jorge, he went 2 1/3 innings, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 1.808. He's going to face off against Martin Jones and Garcia Pia. Martin, 2 for 3 today with an RBI, and here is the pitch. There is going to be one change. They are going to change Coste out there in center field. And with that, they're going to bring in Blanco is in left. Yep. So with that, They are going to move. Blanco is going to go over to center field. And at left field, we're going to have Matt Diaz come in. So Diaz will be taking over at left. Blanco just gets moved over to right. And they're going to do the old double switch on that one. Blanco will bat seventh now in the lineup. Diaz will bat eighth. Diaz is out there in left field on that. Russell Martin now up, the catcher. He's 2 for 3 today with an RBI, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-2. Column 4, row 2. Possible error. And that's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. It is a single to Johnson. Johnson's error range is on a 1 to 6. That's a 16. No error there. And with that, Martin is on with a base hit. So the Braves are going to bring the infield to double play depth as Andrew Jones will come up. Jones batting 1 for 3 today with a triple, a strikeout, and a run. And here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 16. That's going to be a 1. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Garcia Pierre. He's 0 for 3 today with an RBI. Strategy rolls a 19, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. Home run chance on a 1 to 6. The 16 is too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Francoeur out there in the right field. He'll make the catch and put 2 away. Keel not pitching. They are going to bring in Mark Sweeney. Sweeney will come in to pinch hit. Sweeney, let's take a look at his stats here. He's played in 9 games, had 5 at-bats, 2 runs. And here is the pitch to Sweeney. Strategy roll, by the way, is a 6. And that's going to be a 1-6. Column 1, row 6. And that's going to be a... And with that, Sweeney being a left-handed batter, we look to the left-handed side of that slash, and that's going to be good for a base hit. And with that, Martin on second will get waived to go to third. He does pick up the extra base. He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 4 to 6. That is a 4, and now the Dodgers have runners on the corners. So with runners on the corners, we go to the top of the order, and that's going to bring up Rafael Foucault. So remember, when you have 2 outs, you give the base run rating a +1 to your base runners. Foucault, top of the order. He's 3 for 4 today with 2 doubles and a run scored. And here is the pitch. By the way, strategy rolls a 7. Dodgers holding off. 4-1, column 4, row 1. Home run chance on a 1 to 18. That is a 3. It passes the first part. Foucault needs to roll a 7 or less. The 20 is too high. 1-5, column 1, row 5, and that's going to be good for a base hit out there in the right field. And that is going to be 5-2. And with that, Sweeney will get the hold sign. They're going to leave him out there. Kemp is up. He's 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. And here is the pitch. Runners on first and second, by the way. And that's going to be a 2-6. Column 2, row 6. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 10. The 11 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1. And that's going to be a line drive out there to Jones. who will make the catch and retire the side. So 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Chipper Jones, Mark Teixeira, and Brian McCann due up. So we've got 2 switch hitters and a lefty coming up. And with that, they're going to bring in Takashi Sato. Sato will come in to pinch hit. That is his card. No ERA. He's got 1 save, 4 innings pitched, allowed 2 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Kyo, he went 1 2/3 innings, allowed 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.29. Chipper Jones is up, and with that, the only change they're going to make is at second base. Kent is coming out. And with that, they are going to bring in Chin-Lin Hu. Who is on second? And they're not going to do the double play. They're not going to do a double switch. They're going to leave it where it is. Jones is up. He's 0 for 3. And here's the pitch. Jones batting left today, 6-6. Column 6, row 6. Possible error on a throw. And that's going to be a 3-2. Column 3, row 2. That's going to be good for a double out there to Ether. And Ether's error range is on a 1 to 9. That is a 20. No error there. Throwing only apical or throwing for runner advancement. Otherwise, no error. And Jones is on with a double. And that's going to bring up Mark Teixeira. Teixeira is 0 for 2 today with a walk. And here's the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 8. That is a 2. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Brian McCann. McCann is 0 for 3. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Home run chance on a 1 to 11. The 16 is too high. 5-4, column 5, row 4, however. That is a line drive back to Sayato, to the pitcher. No double play there. It's an L1. On a 1 to 4 would be to first base. A 5 would be to second, and a 6 would have been to third base. So 2 outs, and a runner on second, and Jeff Francoeur is up. He's 2 for 2 with a double, a walk, and a run, and here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, strikeout on a 1 to 8. The 18 is too high. And that's going to be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. It's a line drive back to the pitcher. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And 1 left on for the Braves. After 8, it's Dodgers 5, Braves 2. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Andrew Ether, Chin-Lin Hu, and James Loney due up. Travers tired. Braves going back to the bullpen. And they are going to bring in Will Oman. He'll come in. That is his card. No ERA. He's got 1 win, no losses, 1 save. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Travers, he went 1 inning, allowed 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strike, and ERA of a 3.60. Will we see some 9th inning magic? See what the dice have to say about that. Let's see what the dice have to say. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings had been played here in Atlanta. The Dodgers scored a run in the 3rd, a run in the 4th, a run in the 8th. It's 5 runs on 12 hits with no errors. The Braves only scored 2 runs in the 4th. It is 2 runs on 6 hits and no errors. 18 hits between both teams so far after 8 innings have been played. Ether 1 for 4, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 2-1. Column 2, row 1. That's going to be a range play at Turner Field. 3-1. Column 3, row 1. It's an HRP. Francoeurs Rangers on a 1-3. Only applicable if home run check from the ballpark card does not result in a home run. That is an 8. The 16 is too high, and that's going to be out number 1. And with that, Chin-Ling Hu is up. Who is up to bat? He's batting a 250. And that's going to be a 6-3. Column 6, row 3. That's going to be a walk on a 1-9. The 14 is too high. And that's going to be a 3-5. Column 3, row 5, ground ball to Jones. And that is out number 2. 2 away. James Loney is up. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and an RBI. And here is the pitch. Dodgers down to the last out. 6-6. Column 6. Row 6, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Turner Field. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be good for a double out there into center.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall. And one hops the wall.
It's a 1-hopper off the wall. Lonely on with a double. And that's going to bring up Russell Martin. Martin is 3 for 4 today with a run and an RBI. And here is the pitch. Will tired. They are going to see if he can get the last out. 6-6. Column 6, row 6 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Turner Field. 4-3. And that is going to column 4, row 3. Double star 6. It's a fly ball out there to Blanco. He'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Jorge Blanco, Matt Diaz, and Will Oman up for the Braves. Takashi Sato tired. And they are going to go with, I believe they're going to bring in Jonathan Buxton. Yep, Buxton's going to come in. That is his card. Buxton will come in again with a 2.50 ERA. He's got 2 saves, 4 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. It's the bottom of the 9th, and the Dodgers have a 3-run lead. Taking a look at the stats here for Sayato. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, ERA 0. Here is the pitch to Blanco. Blanco going to take it. and it's a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 18, that is a 9, and that's going to be good for a walk. So Blanco is on in now. Strategy rolls are turned off. So why is that turned off? Well, we take the difference in the score. In this case, it's going to be a difference of 3. We take the difference, add it to the inning. If it is greater than 10, strategy rolls are turned off. And in this case, we have a 3. 3 plus 9 is 12. Matt Diaz is up. Diaz batting a 167, and here is the pitch. They're going to let him take the pitch. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Strikeout plus on a 1 to 26. That is a 7. Struck him out. So 1 away, and Willie Ullman is not going to take the hit here. We have Josh Anderson coming up to pinch hit. Josh Anderson, first time we're seeing him. No average just yet. He's played in 5 games, had 6 at-bats. And here is the pitch to Anderson. 3-3, column 3, row 3. Home run chance on a 1 to 8. The 11 is too high. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be good for a base hit to Hugh. And with that, Blanco will go to third. He does pick up the extra base. He'll go from first to third on a 3-6. That is a 4. And the Braves have runners on the corners. And if you're coming to double play depth, Kelly Johnson is up. He's 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a blank. 6-1, column 6, row 1. Line drive to Hugh. No double play there. That is going to be an out, though. And 2 away. And you know Escobar is up. They're going to leave him in. All right. Here is the pitch. Escobar, 1 for 3 with a walk. Runners on the corner. The tying run at the plate. 2-2. Column 2. Road 2. Strikeout plus on a 16. 17 too high. We'll roll for Escobar. 5-2. Column 5, row 2. It's a fly ball to Jones. Jones goes back. He goes back to the wall, makes the catch. And that's the ball game as the Los Angeles Dodgers defeat the Atlanta Braves with a final score of 5-2. 1 run, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Braves. Final line score coming right up. Dodgers taking the win here against the Braves in Game 1 of the 3-game series. It's final score, Dodgers 5, Braves 2. 5 runs on 13 hits, no errors. The Braves, 2 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Derek Lowe will pick up his second win. Jeff Bennett will pick up his second loss. And Jonathan Buxton will pick up his third save of the replay. Take a look at the stats here. Derek Lowe went 5 1/3 innings alone, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 4 walks and 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 3.75. Jeff Bennett, who picks up the loss, he went 4 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk and 2 strikeouts, and 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 5.67. Will Ullman, the last pitcher up for the Braves, went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no ERA for him. And Jonathan Buxton who will pick up his third save, went one inning, allowed one hit, one run, and one strikeout, an ERA of a 1.80. So that's going to do it for us here at Turner Field as the Dodgers improve to 9-7, and the Braves drop to 8-8. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile, and remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies and Field of Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.